All right, there we go. All right, I'm recording, fellas. Welcome back. Welcome back. Your boy RoyRob is in the building. We got a special one. We about to do some fun stuff here today and kind of change this up a little bit because we got the world going crazy. In the Last Dragon, we focus today on boxing. I got my boy T Perry in the building. T Perry, what's good, fam?
What's good, man?
And of course, T Perry is a regular, but I also got one of my homies out there doing his thing in Thailand. CJ, professional fighter. What's good, fam? How you doing?
What up? What up? Hello, world. How y'all doing?
Yeah, man. We gonna get this today going, man. We gonna kind of start as basic as possible. I'm gonna ask you both a question, and I'm gonna start with CJ.
Ooh.
I'm starting with you, CJ. Who wins and why? Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. The
Okay.
battle of the century is coming up. They've agreed to an exhibition fight, 8 rounds, 50 plus Mike and 50 plus Roy. I think they 57 and 51. I don't know. Who wins and why?
Yeah. It's a battle of logic and heart right now. It's like, everybody pulling for Mike, you know. We all think of Mike Mike and his greatness, but in reality he hasn't fought since like 2004 or 5, I think.
Long time.
And Roy Jones' last fight was 2018.
Right.
So he's been active, and say what you want, he punch drunk, whatever. He's been fighting, so he's still been like keeping up with himself. That's not to say that like Mike won't, like we seen Mike, he looked like he in shape, and I think this match is for September 12th right now, booked for September 12th. So they got about a little over a month and a half to get into some fighter shape. Mike already looked like he in some shape, but like given their ages and how well in good shape they'll be, I think we'll get at least 3 good rounds, at least before the age starts showing. And I think in them 3 rounds, I think in them 3 rounds, man, Roy gonna stay away early, obviously, but if he go in there, if Mike come in there and he ain't playing and he like not being nice, which I don't think he will be, I mean, he could put him away. So it just all depends on it. I think the biggest, the thing that this is dependent on the most is what is Mike gonna look like? Is he gonna look like? Is he gonna be able to sustain like that? Or is he gonna like die after 3 rounds, 2.5 rounds, or he gonna get real tired and then Roy just gonna piece him up, Because I really don't want to see neither one of them hit too much. So that's just me, because I think they are very good mentors to the game and they got a lot of knowledge to pass on. I just don't want to see them drunk, like I don't want to see them punch drunk. But this is fun. This is definitely fun. But on it, so to answer the question, I think Mike in 3, Roy in 6.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So you just took a diplomatic answer. If it goes past 3, it's Roy. If it's under 3, it's Mike all day.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's Mike Tyson. I mean, it's still Mike, man. He got that pop. We seen him hit them pads. If he connect with anybody, I don't care what the age is. If he fought a young fighter right now and he caught him with one of them punches, they gonna feel it. So like.
Okay, this is what we need to do right now. I want to share my screen before T Perry. Before we get into your responses, I need you to see this. Okay, it's gonna be critical. And you guys let me know if you guys can see my screen.
I can see it.
I'm gonna start with Mike's highlights. I'm I'm gonna just start with a couple. It's some ancient highlights out here, but I've clicked a couple of these in the past, so I know what I'm looking for. All right, so I wanna preface this. I think I think both of them are just amazing. So it's just not easy. It is not easy to kind of say, yes, I know who's gonna win. It's just very difficult, man. Let's just look at a couple highlights. Let's just piece this together. He sidesteps like no other, man. The dude is
That's young Mike though.
that is
Young
young
Mike.
Mike.
And Roy has always been the lighter, quicker, more mobile fighter.
All right, so we gonna pop up so we can see young Mike in his sidesteps, dude. His footwork is just unfreaking believable. We gonna go to Roy. I gotta put Roy Jones in here now. So this is so unfair, man. This is like this is not. It's just I can't even. It's almost one of those situations you can't. Captain Hook. Oh, Captain Hook, man. That dude. Oh my God. We talking about some intelligent fighters here, man. They brain in the ring is just unbelievable.
So Roy always had like dominant athleticism. Like he got away with stuff you wasn't supposed to get away with as a fighter because he was so athletic
So athletic, man.
and fast for
Woo!
the weight class. So that's why I said a lot of this is gonna have to depend on like what type of shape they're in. Because if Roy's in good shape and able to move at this age, similar to how he moved before, and Mike's moving the same way, it's gonna be interesting.
Man, oh my God. The excitement, just seeing this right here. Can you imagine this? Okay, we back to it, man. I had to get this out. So let me stop sharing so I can let T Perry have a couple seconds to voice his opinion. And why, T Perry? And why?
Well, while that was going on, I was just reading Roy's upcoming obituary because Roy finna lose his life. I don't care what y'all talking about. And I've seen a recent video of Roy training. Roy been in Dallas for the past 2 days with my homeboy. It's not going down. It's just like it's not going down.
Wait a minute, man. Wait. Pause, man. Pause. You ain't gave me a why. You gave me an opinion. Give me some more why to it. Because he's been in Dallas.
Here's my why. Both okay. We understand that both of them are on the, I guess what we would say, the wrong side of uh, competition age. They're on the wrong side of that. Like Mike's like 54. The other, like I forget who's younger, who's older in that retrospect, right? But yes, Roy has been the most active with his last fight being 2018, but is that something that he should have been doing? Like, was we really checking for Roy Jones boxing for one? And then when we did see it, we were like, yeah, he need to sit his ass down. Like he need to go on and let that go. We was all thinking that. So then and here's the other part of that why is this mic scares me because I've listened to previous interviews that he's done on several podcasts, including his own, and he has stated, and when the question gets asked, hey, you know, do you work out? Like, yeah, I work out. He's like, and the question got asked, well, do you do anything like as it relates to boxing or fighting? He was like, no. He's like, I've completely stayed away from it because of the guy that he had to be to compete. Mike was a walking demon, and he understood that. So for somebody to step away, even from a recreational standpoint, and you know what I'm saying, and when it comes to training, you know what I'm saying, like you coming back to that lets me further know that the dude that you tried to stay away from all these years from since 2005 in your last fight, something happened between 2005 and in the last 15 years that led this man to be comfortable with being that dude again. And if we're sitting here comparing, you know, we just saw highlights from both of them. You can't show me a 2018 training video where Roy looks like the video you just showed. But we can see the most recent.
Some hype.
Huh?
I got some hype for y'all.
What?
Have y'all seen this Tyson video for the preview fight?
Nah.
You didn't share your screen if you want to share it, or you can't do it, can you?
It's on my computer. I don't know how to. Let me see.
That's okay. That's okay. If you can find.
Yeah. All right.
It's like a great.
All right. Okay. So let's see if y'all can see this maybe. All right.
We're not born to be humble. We're born to be humble. Everybody knows. Yeah. Boxing is a blue sport. He dominated. His legs are huge. His thighs are huge. His arms are huge. His neck is huge. So it's like, it's very risky, yes. We got to control the ball. I was beating everybody in every weight class I was in. What you gonna do? It's like David and Goliath. He's a giant monster, we know. And my ego's, you know what I'm saying? You think you fly and you ain't shit. Look, damn it, you kick your ass. You better get on top of your game.
That's exactly what the hell I'm talking about, right?
Listen.
All I need. And then the other ego takes you to watch what I'm gonna do.
Listen, dog. That's what I'm. Thank you. Like thank you for providing. You know what I'm saying, that to help my point. Like I don't think people taking this as serious as what they need to.
No, but look, it's more to it than that though, because it's gonna be some rules that they have to fight under. Like some of the rules have been released. Like I think that if either of them gets cut, then the fight is gonna stop immediately. Like they're stopping the fight if any of them get cut. It's not like a real fight.
They're not easy bleeders though.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they've been in a lot of fights. They got a lot of scar tissue. Both of them got scar tissue, so that's very easy. That could happen in the first minute of the fight, bro. Like we could be getting hyped about this, and it'd be over in a minute because somebody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not extremely hyped about it, but I'm like, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? But they got some rules set up around it trying to protect them, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, if y'all gonna let these dudes fight, let them fight. If not,
well, let me give you my why. Roy Jones wins.
You're just saying that because your first name is Roy.
That is a good why. That's a great why, man. But let me tell you. So I like the comparison of the recent fight. That is a big deal. But the bigger deal is there has been, which is unbelievable, there has been an elite number, not an elite. There has been a few boxers at the end of Mike's career that has found his number. They found his card. They found the ability to drag Mike out, and they found the ability to use their jab to keep them away, keep him away from them. And they've done that successfully. If Roy is smart enough to maintain his energy and his endurance and keep Mike off of him, Mike can get caught. I think Mike can get caught. I think Roy's long arms and hopefully his IQ in the ring will keep Mike up off of him. If Mike is on him, it's over. Of course, there's no chance. But I feel pretty confident that somebody who fought 2 years ago, who probably at least had 10 rounds.
And he stays in the gym coaching, and he's been around. Like he's still,
it looks on paper like Roy should do this. It looks like on paper. Mike has always been explosive. I mean, we can go find some other super explosive guys that look like Mike that's a lot younger. And I think there's the talent of the game. It's not like we can't say there's never going to be another Mike or Roy Jones, but what we can say right now for two individuals, I got to roll with Roy, man.
I respect that.
I got to roll with Roy, man. Now my next question.
My thing is this, and this might be a little different. It might be, but I look at it. I look at the part of it is the equivalent to what I'm saying, because only one of them was like a long layoff for whatever his reasons were. If we're saying the active fighter should have
have a leg up. He should
have a leg up. What the hell happened with GSP and Michael Bisping?
I think that's
if we're saying on paper,
man, that's a different sport, bro. You got to give me.
No, but what I'm saying, no, but it's still the same under the same umbrella as this dude hasn't been fighting for however long. This dude has still been actively doing whatever. If we're saying that,
I wouldn't even compare
the active fighter on paper.
Is this pure? I don't want to go down that road. Keep talking.
I'm just saying, like, both of y'all brought up who been doing what recently, right?
No, not really.
If on paper this is what it is,
I think that it's more so with this. Tyson's dangerous because the headspace he's in. He feel like he in a good headspace. Like, yeah, he's still Tyson. He gonna say all the right things. Like, he gonna approach it like it's a fight. He gonna approach it like kill or be killed in there or whatever. But then I'm looking at like the rule set that they're fighting under. I'm looking at the fact that they're gonna be fighting in 12-ounce gloves. It's gonna be hard to knock them out in some 12-ounce gloves.
It's gonna be hard for who to knock who out.
It's gonna be for both of them. Is like neither one of them. Like, they can obviously, but in 12-ounce gloves, it's not the same as if they was fighting in 10-ounce gloves. A little bit bigger.
The ounces is that because I'm
asking you. It's thick pads. It's like it's thick pads. So if you fighting in 15 ounces, I think it's 15 is like you are amateur. That's what I used to have to wear, the biggest gloves possible. You can't really. It's just not the same. It's just like getting hit with not a pillow, but it's a
12s aren't small, but
they're not small, but they thick. They bigger.
Big. Yeah, they ain't big, they ain't small, but they right for like heavyweights fighters. They don't fight in 12s. They fight in 10s, I believe. But usually. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if they're gonna be fighting in headgear or not. They say, I'm seeing they're not fighting in headgear, but then I'm also seeing rules in Cali say they might have to fight in headgear. So I don't know. We'll know more as time goes on. I think if they fight in headgear, it's way less likely that anybody gets knocked out or cut.
I love
know,
it. I actually love it, man.
I'll say
I
nobody
love
gets
the headgear.
cut.
I love the headgear. Let me tell you the safety, because that was my second question. How many of you guys don't want to see the fight because of safety? Is it our fan love for the game and boxing, our fandom? It's got us really want to see something that's putting two legends at risk.
I think that's what it is.
They signed up for this. Like we ain't when the public one. Like, hey, you know what would be great? Let's watch these old ass boxers fight and see who's gonna win. Nah, they came out of left field. They came out of left field with this something they want to do for themselves. So it's just like we just get to, as usual, we just get to be benefits of greatness and watch and be.
They don't need the money. Mike donated his. That's the crazy part. Mike donated all his money.
So what is this?
Like,
so what is this really? Though?
The thing with headgear, it's like some people love headgear, some don't, you know, and they say that you take more punches over time with headgear, but when it comes to a fight, an amateur fight, it's protective. So I think it would be. It just all depends, you know. I wouldn't mind them fighting in headgear, to be honest. We watched the Olympics. We watched the Olympics. They fight in headgear. It's no problem. So,
but not anymore.
I mean, but amateur-wise, like for years, we watched like amateur
boxers.
boxers.
Yeah, of course.
When they're going through circuits, we watch amateurs fight in headgear all the time. People still get knocked out. So like, it's very possible, you know, like, and so like, I don't have a problem with them fighting in headgear, but at the same time, man, I just don't want to see, like, to be honest, I already feel like Roy done fought too much in his life.
You know, a lot,
but I feel like I feel like he's still there for this fight. But I just don't want to see that path like Muhammad Ali or like guys that just can't. Like he never been the most eloquent speaker like ever, even when he was the man, you know. But like, you could start telling like his speech, like it sounds a little different when he talks. It's some of his age, some of it's just, I feel like he is a little punch drunk. You know?
I agree with that statement, because he was, as a commentator, he was already all over the board, especially when Mayweather was coming through the range, building up. He was commentating on all the Mayweather fights.
Yeah.
He did a lot of that side ringside debate on who should win, what was going on, to help the average viewer know what was going on. And he sounds so much different back then compared to how he sounds now. He kind of sounds, like you say, like, I've been hit too many times. You could just tell that cognitive part of him is diminishing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I was hoping that like Stephen was able to get in here, because he's been watching, like, he's a big fan of Roy Jones, like, and I know he's been probably watching him since he was a kid, so he probably could give a little more insight on that. But
shout out to Stephen. We might have to that might have to be the plan. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do this as part one, and then we're gonna come back with part two. I'm about to put up part two right now. I'm about to get this popping. So Dragons, stay tuned. Y'all just heard the first T. Perry, RoyRob, Energy signing out.